I'm broke the boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
Florida outbound problem and how Voyager solves it. All right, what's the true imbalance of Florida freight? Let's start right there.
All right, so Florida is actually has a very old demographics. So I think statistically, Florida and I forgot which state, like maybe Maine or something, are two oldest states in the union on the people's age.
Okay.
So we have a lot of retirees here. So we are a consumer state. We use a lot. We don't produce much. And also, I've heard, I haven't checked forever, but a while back, Florida had the most CDL drivers out of any other state.
Really? Okay.
So now think about it. Free market, so we have the most drivers, which means a lot of people live here, so we need to go into Florida. The very consumer type of people, so retirees, we consume, we don't produce. And then huge output of trucks, so a lot of things coming in, nothing going out. That's naturally creates competition, and that's naturally drags the rate through the floor. And if you look at that as an owner operator and you say, like, why would anybody do that, right? Like, why can't we just not move it unless it pays $2 a mile? Soon as somebody gonna try it, somebody else is gonna undercut it. And if you look from a big carrier's perspective, just think about it. For you as an owner-operator to come out, sometimes you can do that on the principle. Let's use different example. Let's say a big company like Werner, right? If we have 200 trucks coming out of Florida today, we have drivers in those trucks, so the driver's going to need to get paid.
Yeah.
The trucks are going to be burning fuel. So let's just say it does cost them $400 just to get that truck moving with freight or without freight.
Yeah, that's the cost of the truck for that day to get outbound.
Yes. So we can take, let's just say $500 loads out of here, still be very competitive to where we underbid everybody else. And now, instead of, let's say 100 trucks times $400, that's $400,000. In one day. We would lose if we would look at that situation from principle.
Yeah, and then that's the thing. Like, they have to keep their business moving, and like you said, like, it's okay to, like, for those guys that don't want to do the loads and fuck cheap rate. The problem is that we don't have a wolf pack mentality that we're all going to do that. Somebody's going to just do good business practices and just want to lose less at that point.
Because look, like, if we all decide, we're not going to move it unless somebody pays $2 a mile. At some point, we all know, like, once it's gonna hit 2, we're gonna run out of freight in 2 seconds.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna try to book everything like right at that $1.98 mark. So if our company knows that I'm gonna start taking freight at $1.98, we're gonna be like, shit, we gotta do it before Mike does it.
And then it's 180.
So it's 180. Then somebody else, oh shit, we gotta do that for $1.70 before these two clowns do it. And now all of a sudden we're at $1.30 again.
Yeah. There you go, man.
It's just free market. Like, nobody is taking advantage of us. We are doing this.
No, yeah, and then again, it's just like you said, man. It's just market. Like, no one's gonna overpay either. There's no heroic shipper going to come in and pay $3 a mile.
And for a lot of people, that just numbers. It's not emotional. It's not personal. Mm-hmm. And the shipper, no, we're not taking advantage of you per se. We're taking advantage of the market. The market is in their favor. And if we can do it for less, we're going to do it for less. It's the same thing as, like, if you're ordering something and now we have like two options. Like, one option, you get like some sort of like thank you letter, and it costs you, like $100 to get the box of bullshit to your house.
Yeah.
And then another option is to get it to you for $10, but no thank you letter. Which one would you choose to pay?
The cheaper one.
Yeah, $10. And all right, I got it. Thank you.
All right, man. Brokers preying on one-way hauls.
I think that's what we do. That's one thing. However, this is what we do too. We as a company, every time we sense a weak, inexperienced broker or customer, I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm going to take advantage of that to benefit my owner-operator, to benefit my company. I'm not going to be like, oh my God, I overcharged the guy. I don't care, because when it's this guy's choice, he's going to rip me off, no problem.
Kind of like when you were leaving Florida.
Yes.
You had no fucking problem.
Exactly. So that game is always there. So instead of focusing on like, oh my God, evil brokers ripping us off. No. Focus on who is your dispatcher. Who is that dude being weak? Mm-hmm. Because even if you cannot change Florida rates, at the end of the day, if you have a good dispatcher, first of all, you're going to waste less time. You're going to end up in a better place on Tuesday, and you're still going to make at least a market rate.
Right.
And that's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah. Market or above. That's all that matters.
Yep. Holy crap. Is this real? $4,000 a week in this market, guys? This is not a joke. We got plenty of owner-operators in this market taking home $4,000 a week every single week. So if you're interested in something like this, we're located right here in Mulberry, Florida, just a few miles south of Lakeland. Give us a call, 863-342-5171, because $4,000 take home after all the expenses, that's nothing to laugh at.
How many Deadhead miles are killing you?
Again, that depends. We actually have quite a few videos talking about Deadhead. I would suggest if you guys are interested, go back and look at a couple of videos that we have titled something like "Old School Dispatching Still Effective" or something like that.
Okay.
One of these two videos actually talks about the Deadhead and how Deadhead is just a stupid number that don't really even matter. If you watch that video, you will understand, because you can actually make more money per mile for all the miles Deadhead, loaded and empty, if you don't focus on the Deadhead, if you focus on total numbers.
Yeah, I know, but it takes you got to be willing to accept a different idea and a different way of doing business, because a lot of old school cats, man, they just hear Deadhead and automatically
I've seen guys that would we would say no to an amazing load that pays them more just because we have some, principled Deadhead cut off.
For sure. All right. Next one is why most carriers don't even bother solving it. So I'm assuming talking about the Deadhead.
Well, Deadhead, that's because actually those are the best carriers. Because we're not trying to solve something we cannot solve. We're just trying to make you as much money as we possibly can, and Deadhead is part of my strategy. If we can just forget the Deadhead, I can make you a hell of a lot more money for the same Deadhead included.
Yeah, and then that's how. But that right there is hard to swallow for a lot of people.
Yes,
it just don't click. It doesn't click.
You gotta watch that video because it explains what the Deadhead is to begin with, and don't create blocks for yourself.
Yeah. So, Voyager's real life Florida planning strategies. What are some of the things we actually do?
Get out fast, go to the right place, and be at market or above.
Yep. That's simple.
Anything else, I would say, once you're in a big world out there, now you're talking about real negotiation, real money, real changes. Mm-hmm. That's when other strategies needs to be implemented as well. But to get out of Florida, don't waste time, get market or better, end up in a good place. That's all that matters.
Here you go. And how to maximize revenue per loaded mile.
Revenue per loaded mile.
I just say max out revenue.
Max out revenue per mile per week, and you're gonna be in good shape. Over focusing on per mile, like most owner operators fail because of that. Because the problem is not even real; it's almost imaginary for the most part, and that's the biggest problem that takes the most out of most owner operators out of business.
Here you go. So, building outbound lanes that work. I don't know, man. Here's my opinion on that. I just think you stay fluid. It doesn't matter. You're not really. You just got to move. Like you said, it's going back to move as quick as possible at market rate, and you go.
There are different strategies, but then we're not talking about like Florida outbound. Florida outbound has to be quick, market or above, and go to a good place. Other states, other markets. Yes, you can work on that. You can actually make some lanes and make it happen. However, not for Florida outbound. Florida outbound, you are investing all this effort to make like 10 cents more?
Yeah, it's just not even worth it.
You are better off actually getting out and then have all the tools in your toolbox to maximize the rates that you're getting out there, because those extra 10 cents that you're fighting for here, they're gonna come in effortlessly.
I always say that, man. You're looking for money where it doesn't exist, and it leads to the next one: leveraging relationships for better rates.
That's important. That's a huge thing. So,
but again, when we're talking Florida outbound, I just think market rate or above. And you always have something there consistent.
Yes, but there are better shippers here in Florida. There are better lanes here in Florida. They're not necessarily. It doesn't have to pay premium to be beneficial to you.
No, that's for
Sometimes that lane being available to you when you need it, with timelines as you need it, is already a win.
So here we go, though. But that's what I'm saying. So the idea behind it, because when we say better rate, all of that you're thinking of. So you're thinking of it holistically.
$2 a mile.
Yeah, somebody else is just black and white, like $2 a mile. No one's gonna overpay you all year round. Outbound Florida freight. It's not gonna happen.
So take what's good for you, then don't waste time on anything else.
All right. So backhaul strategies that pay.
Strategies change all the time. So if you have a solid dispatcher, he already has a strategy for you. If you don't, give us a call.
All right, Voyager's experience specifically in Florida.
That's like, you know what? Like it's funny. Like Florida is like the easiest freaking state to learn.
Yeah,
there is nothing there. Like there is no magic. There is the only magic is that the sooner you're gonna understand that there is no magic, and you just have to focus on 3 things: get out fast, market or above, and end up in a good spot. That's it. That's the name of the game. But there's nothing else there.
I know, man, but I'll get calls, man, like exactly that. Like the opening liner is like, do you have good paying loads out of Florida?
Yep.
I've been doing this for 18 years. Let's go. Like, man, like, all right, man. So here we go. So focus on what you can control. And again, Voyager is here to help the owner operator be successful. 863-342-5171.
All right, guys, be safe, and we're here for you if you need it.
In Florida.
Yep, in Florida. Best rates out of Florida.
Call us.
$3 a mile. No. Fuck that.
Edit.
But it could be $3 a mile. Why not? A couple of weeks ago, I think we were moving freight for like over 2.
Yeah, no. It happens. It's just you gotta take advantage of it when it's there.
Yes,
and you know what I mean.
And we moved freight when it was $3 a mile and everything else. And at some point we will do this again. And just the only challenge is when the market actually pays $3 a mile. Now you guys want a 4.
It's always that. Like always, it's a moving target, man.
But that's what you're supposed to do, because
that's what we would do.
As an owner operator, you always need to push for more, and your dispatcher needs to push for more. And believe me, I don't know if you have access to your dispatcher like that to actually observe them, working. Man, I've seen some dispatchers that not doing good for you, because we become very complacent, we become broker-centered, and this is how we lose. So if your dispatcher sounds like that, give us a call, 863-342-5171. Good loads out of Florida all day, every day, brother.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.